weighed in at the 186-pound limit, 2-inch reach advantage for the All-American Chris Weidman. All right, now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 41 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Leiden, Holland, the Netherlands, presenting the former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion and the number 5 ranked middleweight contender in the world, Gegard Mousasi! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion and the number 4 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the All-American Chris When the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, our referee for this one. The great Brittany Palmer with us. Chris Weidman, slight betting underdog tonight against Gegard Mousasi. Weidman is in blue, Mousasi is in white. Buffalo crowd getting behind the All-American early.
Mousasi looking to sting early. You can see him cocked and loaded.
Mousasi has very good timing with his knees. Look for him to try to time a knee on Weidman with the shot.
We'll see how early Chris Weidman goes to the takedown.
Fast hands from Mousasi. Just grazed Weidman with that right hand.
Mousasi so confident in the stand-up, but also his ability to keep it upright. Yeah.
Beautiful jab. Sharp timing. He tried to double up on it there. Got caught with a jab from Weidman.
Look at the balance in Mousasi right now. He's extremely balanced. Looking for the big shot from Weidman's entrances.
Good kick to the body there by Weidman, though.
I like that Weidman's feinting a lot. You see a lot of fakes. You got to do that with somebody who's looking to counter with heavy strikes like Mousasi is. Nice single.
That is big for Chris Weidman early.
And Joe, you said that you thought that Weidman would have the grappling advantage here.
Yeah, I believe he will. Weidman is a very, very underrated grappler. Fantastic submission ability.
Nice guillotine is in. That's in.
It's in.
That's
He's
in.
deep. He's going to clasp the hands together.
Defense by Mousasi is on point, though.
Beautiful
Right
defense. He's got to push it off and get back up to his feet, and he does. Amazing. That was very close.
Wow. Very nice, and that's textbook how you get up. You never sit on your knees. Mousasi spent no time on his knees, and that's why he was able to get out of that.
Back again, come on!
That is a lot of New York in that Weidman corner.
That's it. Nice!
Beautiful leg kick by Weidman, but stumbled a bit.
Leg kick. Nice!
The jab is extremely powerful. Mousasi is throwing it hard.
Nice! Again! All day long, Chris! Yes! Take your time, Chris! Chris, take your time! Pass towards that side! Pass towards that side! Nice, Chris!
Full-throated Matt Serra along with Ray Longwood, Mark Henry in the corner of Chris Weidman. So far, so good for Weidman. 2 takedown attempts, 2 lands. Mousasi was very confident he'd be able to work his way back to his feet. Does again, yeah.
That's big for Mousasi. Mousasi swinging wild here. Loading up a lot.
Well, he's 2 takedowns to nothing down now, so now he feels like he needs to land some big punch to get some offense going, and now it's about to be 3 takedowns to nothing. Weidman's got the hands clasped, so it's going to be a takedown here. He's doing a great job grabbing underneath the lats like that. Creates a lot of pressure for Weidman. He has to twist Mousasi in order to get the takedown. He can't pull him straight out. That's why Mousasi has that lock on his chest. So there you go. Now even though Chris has the hands locked, now he can get the takedown. Nice defense.
Mousasi, strong defense. This is exhausting for Mousasi, defending these takedowns, getting back up to his feet. And in the past, that's been one of his Achilles heels, dealing with strong grapplers. The King Mo fight comes to mind. Whoa, Chris tagged him. He hurt him.
Mousasi lands a jab just over a minute to go.
Round jab by Weidman. Nice decision to shoot by Weidman on the pressure of Mousasi. You'll see Chris cut the corner, try to switch. Yep, very nice. Doesn't have the takedown yet. Still no control. He's got to switch to the double here. He's got to get that left arm on the other side of Mousasi's right leg in order to finish this takedown. Right now, there's no control if we're talking about a wrestling match, so there's no takedown. But they'll probably call that a takedown here.
Well, Mousasi,
you say that very disappointed. Here they go. Mousasi looks a bit off balance when he's reaching for these punches.
You're right, wild. Best description for him in this first round.
Yeah, it's unusual. It looks a little bit out of sorts. He landed a left hand there. And Weidman takes advantage of his slip.
5 minutes down.
And here's the first takedown from Chris Weidman. He gets it easy. Here's the second.
Hey. Adem. Hey, die overstoten zitten erop, hè. Je moet gewoon je links-rechts eruit houden. Maar hou je handen hoog.
Okay,
Ja?
okay, Gegard.
En je afstand houden.
Right.
Hou je afstand.
Keep your distance.
Ja? Diep inademen.
Keep good breathing.
Diep in.
Keep the distance. And it's yours in the second round.
Okay.
He's tired already. Come on.
Gewoon die links-rechts eruit halen, hè. Links-rechts.
Anything? Yeah, punch the shot too, man. Yeah. Punching the shot. And when you get him aggravated, that's the time to go. Come on, baby, you're looking good. Come on, believe in that cardio. Let's push it. Let's go, get everything.
Weidman used a ton of energy with those takedowns, guys, and that's going to be the question in the second round. Will those takedowns come as easily, or will Mousasi make the adjustment and make it tougher for him? If Weidman can't get these takedowns in the second round, I think Mousasi can get an edge in the striking, possibly.
Weidman 3 for 4 on his takedown attempts in round 1.
The jab of Mousasi is lightning right now, and that's why we're seeing the single leg shot by Weidman.
Beautiful jab by Mousasi. Uppercuts.
Weidman covered up nicely, but a lot of those shots
Nice to the body. Beautiful right hand by Mousasi. Did Mousasi just try to take Weidman down?
He did.
Wow. That's crazy.
And now Weidman able to get a breather here. Furious start to round 2.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was just trying to prove a point or get him back for all the times he got taken down in the first round. He got emotional, perhaps.
I think, honestly, he thought Chris was hurt. Wanted an easy takedown and looked for the finish from the top position. You put a guy like Chris on his back, he gets twice as tired because he's not used to being there. I think that's what Mousasi was thinking, but realistically, he just gave Chris a reason to be level-headed here.
So the referee gets him back here to the center of the octagon. Mousasi back to the jab, but Weidman gets him down.
Settle it, Chris, settle it. You're good. There's nothing there. Nothing there.
Mousasi just hanging on to him here. He's got his arms clasped together.
Now what's so interesting about these takedowns that Weidman's landing is he's landing them because your head's on the outside of the single. So now a whizzer does not work.
Hard elbows from the bottom by Mousasi. And here comes the scramble. He's got the underhook on that left side. Mousasi doing a good job of using those butterflies to elevate him, but Chris's base is excellent.
Mousasi mixing in some strikes here, but having to work hard to try to get back to his feet.
Takes so much energy lifting Chris with those hooks too for Mousasi.
That had to be a huge part of his camp. He's working on getting up from the bottom, threatening from the bottom. Oh, full mount. Not good for Mousasi. This is huge.
Very nice pass for Weidman there. Straight to the back mount, then to the back.
Now Weidman may be trying to work his way under the chin of Mousasi.
Mousasi's in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, he's got Weidman because he's got that bottom leg. Now we're going to see him switch positions on Weidman here.
Oh,
Weidman's got his wrist.
Look at this. Beautiful. What a scramble.
And Mousasi able to cover up back to the center. Just over 2 minutes to go, round two.
What a fight.
Wayward shot there from Weidman. Might pay for it. Weidman thought there was a strike to the groin. Referee didn't see it. Oh.
Weidman's got a mouse under that right arm. Oh, he got hit with elbow. Oh, wait a minute.
So, separation here by the referee. Looked like one of those knees at least would have been illegal.
Well, we have to see it.
I think both hands were down.
They're in the movement, in the middle of movement. If you lift a guy up and one of them is not touching, that's legal.
I think they were both down.
Well, we're going to really have to see it in the replay. Let's take a look here. So one of them, this one's legal for sure, 100%.
Yep.
Now look at the second one.
Tim,
that's illegal.
have a document?
Well, you know what? Let me see it again from a distance to see if the fingers are actually touching. I mean, it is. It's close. One. Well, we need to see it one more time, please, from that angle.
You get up to 5 minutes, Chris. Let the doctor take a look at you.
No, I need to see it from where the fingers touching the ground.
The first one was legal. The second one lifted his hand off the ground with the knee.
The second one may have been legal, though, if the fingers weren't touching the ground when it landed. Can we see it one more time?
They were coming up, they were down, so I'm not going to penalize, but you got to watch the head on the knees, all right? If both hands
Let's see
on
it
the
one
ground,
more time.
You can't need the head.
Here we go, one more time. Okay, so the first one with one hand down, definitely legal. Here it comes.
He lifts him to knee, and then the hand comes up.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? If he lifts him to knee, then it's legal.
Mr. Banner, look at the replay.
Let's see it one more time.
Look at the replay for me.
Boom! That one's legal, right? Because the hand's up. That's legal.
Yes, I would agree.
They're both legal.
And I thought Dan
They're legal.
Up to 5 minutes,
but he's not penalizing
Dan needs to be shown that it's legal. Gegard did the exact right thing. He lifted the hands up to make it legal.
It comes up as it was. It comes up as you do the knee. Okay. So it's a legal knee.
They do not use replay here.
But he's talking right now. He's talking.
Hey, Chris,
Dan Mergliotta's talking.
They watched the replay. It's a legal knee. It's not illegal. Your hand came up as he threw it.
Wow. So what happens now?
How much more time?
You don't have any time.
How much more time?
If it's a legal knee, you don't have any time.
3:13 left? You got 3:13 left.
Well, why does he have 3:13 if it's a legal knee? This doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, I think because the ref ultimately stopped the fight, so.
But see, watch one more time. Watch how he lifts him up. That is absolutely a legal knee. They're both legal. What is this doctor doing? If it's a legal knee, are they going to stop the fight?
I don't know if Chris said he could fight is the problem.
Legal.
Chris might have said he couldn't fight before they realized it was a legal knee.
Oh, what? This is crazy. It's a legal knee. This doesn't make any sense to me. If this is a legal knee, this fight should be stopped.
It's over. And the reason
Mark
is,
Ratner, can you please clarify what's going on here?
That was a legal knee. So there is no replay in New York. So there really is not a 5-minute rule here. This was a legal punch or a legal knee.
So what's going on, and why is this wrong?
It's wrong because the doctor shouldn't be in there. The fight should be over.
The fight should be stopped.
I believe so.
But we can't stop the commission. So the commission's going to do what they need to do right now.
Do they understand, though?
Can you continue?
He says he can continue. Wow. If Weidman manages to win this is going to be a huge controversy.
It is. Well,
That is correct.
without the benefit of replay, Dan Miragliotta did the right thing.
Miragliotta does not have the advantage of replay.
Right. But he did
Under New York
consult
rules.
he consulted with the officials. They alerted him that the knee was legal, and then he talked to Weidman, alerted him that the knee was legal. From then on, would the proper procedure be to restart the fight from there, since we know that it's a legal technique?
I believe it should be, if they're going to restart the fight, it should be where his hands are on the ground when they're coming up.
Looks like the doctor, wow.
That's it.
So the doctor steps in and calls the fight. It will go into the books as a TKO victory for Gegard Mousasi.
Well, it should have been a clean victory for Mousasi.
3 minutes, 13 seconds, TKO.
I just don't understand why the doctors decided to call it, because they didn't know what to do.
Well, there's also a giant issue with this new rule.
Yes,
And making sure and we didn't know. We were calling it. We thought it was illegal while it was happening. We had to look at the replay, and it was so close. One more time. Let's look at the hands.
Watch the replay, it was legal.
Boom. There's the knee. One hand is down, one hand is up. Now, watch how he lifts him. He lifts him up. He did it on purpose. It's the right way to deliver the technique. It's entirely legal.
And part of the reason the rule was manipulated or implemented was to prevent guys from manipulating it, which in some part Weidman was trying to do.
Exactly.
So,
Correct.
Gegard Mousasi, not without controversy, will get the TKO win here at 3:13 of round 2. Weidman livid. Mousasi still digesting it all, Dominic.
Yeah, I mean, this fight is, it's just
He lifts him up. He did it on purpose. It's the right way to deliver the technique. It's entirely legal.
And part of the reason the rule was manipulated or implemented was to prevent guys from manipulating it, which in some part Weidman was trying to do.
Exactly.
So,
correct.
Gegard Mousasi, not without controversy, will get the TKO win here at 3:13 of round 2. Weidman livid. Mousasi still digesting it all, Dominic.
Yeah, I mean, this fight is, it's just stinks that the doctors just call it because they don't know the rules, because there's nothing that the UFC, Zuffa, anybody can do if the commission makes the call. So when the doctors call it, that's it. But that's because the doctors don't know the rules that we have set here with this sport. So this fight should still be going on at the least.
Well, we will get to the official decision shortly, and Joe Rogan will talk to both Gegard Mousasi and Chris Weidman just when things were getting interesting. An immediate halt to the fight. The official decision now brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period. Wireless figured out. Now Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Gegard Mousasi.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Gegard Mousasi and Chris Weidman. We're going to clarify what happened here. Gegard, Chris, I'm going to talk to you as well. But Gegard, let's pause right here and look up at this screen. If we can take a look at the big screen, we will see that these knees that you land are completely legal. If you have one hand down, it is a completely legal knee. You lifted him up to deliver the knee. It's absolutely legal. The referee made a mistake in thinking that both hands were down.
Well, I didn't think his hands was on the canvas. He lifted them up at the second one.
You lifted them up, which is the correct thing to do, and then you landed the knees. So when they were giving him 5 minutes to rest because they thought it was an illegal technique, That should not have happened.
Oh, that's not my fault. I don't know. I want to continue.
It's absolutely not your fault. It was a misunderstanding, and up until 2017 with the new rules, one hand down would be illegal. Now one hand down is legal.
Oh, he can even have his rematch, no problem.
This has got to be unfortunate. I mean, it is unfortunate, but it's got to be frustrating to you to have got into that position, landed these good shots, have them clearly hurt, and then have all this controversy. What is your thought on that?
Well, I was ready to continue to fight. I think he could have continued, but he was stalling a little bit.
Well, I think the proper thing to do would be probably have some sort of a rematch. I'm sorry there's some sort of a controversy. It was an outstanding fight.
Well, I apologize to Weidman. I like the guy. I got nothing against him. These things happen in fight. I was ready to fight. I was fighting.
Well, you owe no one an apology. You did nothing wrong. It was an outstanding fight. I'm sorry that it ended this way, but thank you very much for an outstanding performance. Gegard Mousasi, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm here with Chris Weidman. Chris, you're obviously very frustrated. What did you think was happening?
I'm so sorry, guys. That just freaking happened, man. It's all really. I'm feeling for you guys, but I think that was an illegal knee. Why would they stop the fight? Why would they even stop the fight at all if it was a legal knee?
He made a mistake. Dan Mergliotta made a mistake.
Hold my hands. I feel like we're 100% down.
Well, let's look at it.
I put my hands down on purpose. I knew he was trying to knee me. I put my hands down. I was going to try elbow drag out. Why would they stop the fight?
Let's take a look, and you can see it up on the big screen, Chris. When he lands the knees, one knee is up, or one hand is up, and then he pulls you up, and he lands the second one. So those are both legal knees.
I guess you're right. I don't know what to say.
Obviously, you could have been in a position where you could have continued. If you had known it was legal, you could have gotten out of that. You've gotten out of worse situations in the past. It's very unfortunate that the fight was stopped this way. How frustrating is this to you?
Guys, I wanted to come out here and show you that you guys can come back from tough times. When you got freaking held down, man, you come back. Come back even stronger. The setbacks are the platform for your comebacks, man. I was freaking ready to do that for you guys. I'm so sorry.
Well, this is just a very unfortunate situation, Chris. I'm sure the UFC will try to set up a rematch, but it was a great fight up until that moment. I'm sure you take no consolation in that, but thank you very much for a great fight up until that moment.
Guys, New York, I love you guys. I cannot believe this has happened. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All the people that took with me through tough times, I love you guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to come back again.
Chris Weidman, ladies and gentlemen.
And perhaps he will come back against Gegard Mousasi. Crazy situation in Buffalo, New York. And now live.
Tough times. This is not an easy thing for anybody to deal with. I mean, you got the doctors coming in making these decisions that are on a different understanding than the people who make the rules for the UFC, so it makes a little bit of jumble sometimes.
Well, the real issue is Mergliotta stopping it, thinking that the knees were illegal. Because if he hadn't done that, and Weidman was able to keep moving, or Mousasi was able to stop him, we'd have a definitive ending. Then we could have looked at the replay and say, well, it was clear, it was absolutely legal. So either he got through it, or he did. The issue was that Dan Mergliotta thought that it was illegal, so he did what he thought was the right thing.
Or the issue is that there's no replays allowed in New York. If there's replays allowed, people make human mistakes.
Yes.
So it's like you got to say the ref might make a mistake, but other than that, if they could have had a replay, this fight would still be happening.
They could have been put back in position, and the fight could have taken place. They could have just had that pause and gone right back to it, which probably was the right thing to do. I don't know why the doctor stopped it.
I mean, that's the real issue. They don't know the rule.